everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some interesting gadgets that can help you around your home. So if you're living with vision loss, or if you know someone who's living with vision loss and you want to learn about what types of gadgets can help them at home or out and about, then keep on watching. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about today is what is called a banknote reader. So it comes in this little pouch here. It's a leather pouch, and it's issued through the Bank of Canada here in Canada, obviously. There are other variations of this as well, probably in the States, in other parts of the world. But this is what we have here. As you can see, it's very small. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's very light as well. And what it is this little gadget that actually reads out bills, the denominations. So whether it's a 5 or whether it's a 10, 20, whatever denomination it is, it'll read it to you in audible format, obviously. It comes with a battery, and it speaks in English. And if you switch the battery around, it also speaks in French. So I think that's really handy for our French-speaking friends. So I'm going to show you how this works. I have a couple of denominations here. I have some money here. And there is a little slot here at the back and a button here on the side. So I'm just going to slip the money here, the bill in. God, I hope this works. It's at 20. So now I know that I have a $20 bill here. Let's see how much more money I have. Oh, I have $50, so it makes it $70. And I have one more bill here. That's slippery money, actually. Okay. Okay, so that means I have $75. Woohoo! Okay, awesome. So the other way, just an FYI, another way of reading money is that there are these little. There's a little cluster of dots here, 6 dots on the left-hand side of the bill, and that's called a braille cell. Now, for the $5 bill, you're going to see one braille cell here. So I tend to use this format. My hair's bugging me. I tend to use this format more than the banknote reader. But when we didn't have these bumps, these braille cells on the bills, I used to really depend on the banknote readers. It still is really handy because these bumps with time, they do flatten out a bit. So anyway, so I know that one of these braille cells on the bill means a $5 bill. And, you know, again and again, I look at 20 again. You can, I'm not sure the camera will catch this, but there are 3 braille cells here. So there's like 1, 2, and 3. There's no more here. So I know that that is a $20 bill. So that's just one extra little tip for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the side. Banknote reader goes on the side. And there's the next thing I want to show you is a measuring tape. Now, this is just any old, measuring tape, but of course, the regular measuring tape has tiny little numbers all the way across like this, right? So for someone like myself, when I'm watching my weight or when I'm trying to, if I need to measure for something or the other, I would not be able to use the normal regular measuring tape that's out there. But this particular measuring tape, what's really unique about it is that it has these little, it's made of plastic, like a plasticky kind of material, and it has these metal rings. So if you look all the way across, I'm up on the side here, it has all these little metal rings going all the way down to the very, very end. And the other unique feature about this is that it has big rings, big little rings, and small ones. So between the one big ring to the next, that is basically 1 inch. And the little ring in between the two, that is a half. So if I was to measure my wrist, for example, I'm going to try this. I have not done this, measured my wrist before. But let's just give it a shot here and see how I go. Hang on here. It's kind of finicky. I'm just going to give you a rough measurement because I can't get it exactly right. I need more time. You guys are going to get bored watching me do this. Okay, so it's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically, my wrist is around 5 inches. So this is really, really handy, especially, you know, when I'm watching, trying to lose a bit of weight, or trying to just like, you know, do different things with regards to measurements. It's very, very handy. So that's the measuring tape here. And now I'm going to go on to the next thing. One of the things that I hear from a lot of my clients when they're first losing their vision is the inability to tell time. I know for me personally, this was something that I had a real challenge with because, first of all, it's annoying to have to keep asking somebody over and over again, what time is it? What time is it? So what has been invented for God knows how many years, but it's a talking clock. Now, mine is probably pretty ancient looking, I'm not sure, but I have had mine for about over 15 years. And basically what you can do with this is you can tell the time, you can set the alarm, and you can actually even set the tone. So the alarm has different sounds. So let me see if it works. It has a cuckoo. Oh yeah, gotta love to wake up to that every morning. And so it has 3 settings, and so this is the one that I like. Okay, and then let's see what time it is here.
5:22 p.m.
Okay, it's 5:22 p.m. And so like I said, I use this to set my alarm at night, and then that's what I use to wake up with in the morning. A lot of people these days, they use their cell phones as well for setting their alarm, and that's fine too. But many senior citizens, for example, they don't have a cell phone, and so this is really great for them. There are other variations of talking watches and talking clocks as well. So there's like this type of a clock that's more bigger, clunkier. There are some watches that are available. They come in keychains. So all different types of variations. So if you're interested in checking out any of these gadgets, really, you can go to your local CNIB store if you live in Canada. If you live in the States, you can visit any of your local institutions that provide services to people with vision loss. Or, of course, you can always go online. There are different companies who sell these types of tools as well. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is one of my favorite gadgets I think that's ever been created. This is called a pen friend. Okay, and what this is an audio label maker. Now, this particular tool can be used for so many different types of things. Like, I use it personally for labeling my makeup. Not everything, but there are a lot of things I have that are from the same brand, like lipsticks or eyeshadows, for example. They all come in the same containers. And so it's really frustrating to have to keep asking Rajiv, my husband, like, okay, what color is this? And what color is that? And so this enables me to maintain my independence. And I'm going to show you how it works in a minute. But along with that, you can also use this in the kitchen to label your spices. And what else? Oh my gosh, the list goes on and on. If you are a person living with vision loss, or if you know someone is, I suggest you contact your local independent living skills specialist at CNIB or any other agency for that matter, depending on where you live, and find out about this gadget because it is really incredible. So I can't say enough. I talk to all my clients about this one. So I'm going to turn it on. There's a button here. It's a power button. Okay, so it's on now. And I have my lipstick here that I use quite often. It's the one I'm using today. And at the bottom here, I'm not sure if you can catch it on the camera, but there's a little sticker here that I've put. And so this is the label that I've created for this particular color. So I'll show you how it works first, and then I'll show you after how I actually created that label. So I have the pen here, my pen friend, and I'm going to tap the sticker.
Dark side.
It said dark side. So that is actually the name of this particular color. It's like a burgundy color. And how do I know it's burgundy? Well, when I bought it, then I asked the lady at MAC. All right, so how did I actually create this label? There is a little button here at the bottom, and you hold the button down, you tap the sticker, and when I hear the tone, I will speak into the pen friend and create whatever label I want. The really neat thing about these labels is that you can actually relabel. So, you know, if I wouldn't use it for this particular thing, lipstick, but there are other ways that you can utilize those labels and reuse them. For example, you can put them on a magnet, and you know, and then if you want to relabel this to something else, you can do that and then stick that magnet on one of your other canned food items or something like that. But just for the sake of this video, I will show you how to re-record so you know that it actually does work. So I'm going to hold this down and make a label, okay? Vegetable soup. Okay, so we know this is not vegetable soup, but if I had this label on a magnet or any other kind of a piece of paper or something, a bull clip, you know, I could reuse this label again. So I'm going to tap my pen friend again. Vegetable soup. And there you go. So I could definitely use this again. So I'm going to relabel it back to what it originally was, so I know that it's not vegetable soup. Of course I would know that because it's a lipstick, it's not a can of soup. The dark side. And we just want to confirm that. Dark side. Perfect. So I know that I'm back to square one again. So like I said, there are multiple ways that you can use this particular pen friend here. So I'm going to turn it off to save the battery. There we go. So it comes with, I think you have to put like 2 AAA batteries in here. And I swear to God, these batteries lasted me forever. So it's really good. Okay, and then the last thing that I'm going to show you today is something that I literally learned about just, I don't know, a few weeks ago. It's this tiny little thing here. I bet you don't know what this is. This is called a sock sorter. Now, who would have thought? Now, you know how it is. I'm going to actually do this while I talk to you guys. You know how it is when you're doing your laundry and you put like 3 pairs of socks, you know, which means 6 socks, and you come out, you know, they come out of the washer, you put them in the dryer, and you notice that you only have like 5 socks or 3 socks. So there's always something about, it's like the Bermuda Triangle, you know, like some of them, they never come back. And some of them do find their way back, but it takes a while. So this here is a little tool. You actually slip your socks through here. They're new, so they are a little bit finicky, but here you go. I think this is just amazing. I think it's such a simple idea. I'm just going to put it like that. And there you go. See? So if you lose socks, you're going to lose both pairs, not just one pair. So I think, I mean, I was so impressed when I learned about this in my colleague's workshop just a few weeks ago. So I thought that was pretty incredible. So those are the few tools that I have to show you today. I hope you have found this video helpful. If you have any comments or suggestions for other types of things you'd like to know about, please do leave a comment below. And if you have not yet subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe and share this video with your friends. Honestly, you may personally not be living with vision loss, but you never know. You might have somebody else in your circle who could benefit from this information. So I really urge you to share this video and talk to your friends about what I'm doing here on my channel. I also have a Facebook page. It's just A New Vision, so A-NU Vision. Feel free to follow me there. I post all kinds of articles and inspiring things, well, things that inspire me and things that I find interesting, and hopefully you'll find interesting as well. So keep on watching. We'll talk to you next time. Take care.